Somebody got richer while you were asleep last night. And they used your money to do it. Nobody broke in. Nothing left your account. The number in your banking app is the exact same number you went to bed with. It just buys less this morning. And it'll buy even less by the time you finish this video. You weren't robbed. You were deluded. Here's the thing they never explain to you. When America prints new money, and over the last few years it printed an ocean of it, that money does not land in everybody's pocket at the same second. It moves through the country, one hand at a time. There is an order to who touches it. There is a line, and you are standing at the very back of it. The people up front get the fresh cash, while the price of everything is still cheap. They spend it first. By the time that same money crawls all the way to the back, to your paycheck, the price tags have already moved. So you get handed a dollar that's already been chewed through by everyone ahead of you. This isn't a glitch in the system. This is the system. It has a name. Most channels will never explain it to you, partly because half of them don't understand it, and partly because the other half are standing close enough to the front that they'd rather you didn't notice. It's called the Cantillon Effect. And once you see where you've been standing this whole time, you will never be able to unsee it. Most people think inflation is simple. Stuff gets expensive. Bread costs more, gas costs more, the grocery bill creeps up, and you grumble and move on. That's the comfortable version. It's also a lie by omission. Inflation isn't prices going up. Inflation is your dollar shrinking. Same bill in your wallet, less power packed inside it, every single year. And here's why that distinction matters. Nobody has to reach into your account and take anything. They never touch your money. They just make the money you already have way less, quietly, from the outside, while you sleep and work and do everything you were told to do. Now here's the part the news leaves on the cutting room floor. If every price and every paycheck in the country went up at the exact same instant, none of this would actually hurt you. Your rent doubles, fine, but your salary doubles the same morning. Annoying math, zero damage. It cancels out. But money doesn't teleport into every wallet at once. It travels. It seeps through the economy slowly, one institution, one bank account, one transaction at a time. And whoever it reaches first gets to spend it before the prices catch up. That's the whole game, not how much money gets printed when it reaches you. So think back to 2020 and 2021. Trillions of fresh dollars got conjured into existence. Be honest with yourself for a second. Did that money show up in your mailbox first? Of course it didn't. So where did it go? Who exactly is standing at the front of the line? Hold that question, because the answer is the entire trick. Picture the line again. 3 spots on it matter. The front of the line is the financial system. When new money gets created, it does not get airdropped onto the public. It gets handed to the big banks first, and they get to borrow it at interest rates sitting near zero. Sit with that. While you're paying 7% on a mortgage, the people at the front were borrowing rivers of fresh money for almost nothing, back when everything was still priced at yesterday's level. And what do you do with a mountain of nearly free money while assets are still cheap? You buy. You buy stocks, you buy apartment buildings, you buy entire neighborhoods of regular houses. That's not a metaphor. While you were scraping together a down payment and getting outbid for the 4th time, investment firms with first access to the printer were buying up whole streets in cash, no inspection, 20 or 30,000 over asking, because to them, the money was basically free, and the house was a way to escape the very inflation they were helping create. They didn't beat you because they were smarter. They beat you because they were earlier. The middle of the line is everyone who already owned the assets. If you owned a house going into 2020, you went to sleep an ordinary person and woke up, on paper, a couple $100,000 heavier. You didn't renovate anything. Your house didn't get better. All that new money came flooding in looking for somewhere to go, and it went straight for the things the wealthy already held. Stocks ripped upward, real estate went vertical. If you owned, the wave picked you up and carried you, and it cost you nothing. And the back of the line? That's you, the worker, the saver, the person who did everything right and kept their money in cash, like a responsible adult. By the time that wave of money finally reached you, maybe as a tiny raise, maybe as a stimulus check that felt generous for about a week, the prices had already moved. Rent was up, eggs were up, a used car was selling for what a new one used to cost. You got handed more dollars that bought you less than your old dollars would have bought you a year earlier. That's it. That's the Cantillon Effect in one breath. The fresh money lifts the people who already own things, and it quietly drains the people holding cash. It is a transfer, a real one, from the back of the line to the front, from the renter to the landlord, from the saver to the owner, from you to people you will never meet. And the cruelest part? It's legal. Perfectly, completely legal. There's no crime, no smoky back room, no villain in a leather chair signing your name in a ledger. There's just an order, a sequence, a line you didn't even know you were standing in until right now. So no, the real question is not, how do you shut the printer off? You can't. It is never turning off. Not in your lifetime, not in your kid's lifetime. The only question that matters is how you stop standing at the back. Here's the shift that changes how you see all of it. If holding cash means holding the one thing engineered to lose value, then sitting in cash isn't safe. It's a slow leak you volunteered for. Every year you save in dollars and feel responsible about it. You are quietly funding every single person standing ahead of you in that line. So you stop holding the dollar. You start holding what the new dollars run toward. Ownership, a slice of a business, a piece of real estate, the productive things that the printer's money chases up the ladder year after year. You're never going to reach the front of the line. Nobody is going to lend you billions at 0%. But you can own the exact same things the front of the line is buying. So the next time a wave of money comes through, and it always comes, it lifts you too instead of washing over you. That's why the wealthy treat cash like an ice cube sitting in a warm room. They keep just enough to spend, and they turn the rest into things that hold their value while they sleep. They are not hoarding money, they are running from it. And look at the pattern across everything we've taken apart on this channel. The rich don't earn their way out of taxes, they own their way out. They don't grind their way past their own impulses, they design their way past them. And they don't save their way out of inflation, they own their way out of that one too. 3 different games, one answer every single time. Stop earning, start owning. The game was never actually hidden from you. You were just standing too far back in the line to see how it worked. Now you can see the whole thing, lit up from the front of the line to the back. The loophole, the loop, and the line. 3 layers of the same machine. So there's only one thing left for you to decide. Which end of the line do you want to be standing on the next time the printer runs? Behavioral billions. Now you see it.